Yes, large caps are definitely easier to trade. Kayvon and I were talking about that actually yesterday. Good to see you in here, Coin. Good to see you in here. Find more consistency on those plays, at least, for sure. Good morning. We got Coin in the house. Long time brother right there. We go way back. So, Coin, I still haven't gotten over this from yesterday. If you want to watch the live stream and watch me go on a nice long walk, I remember we used to do that years ago. We just get pissy at the market, go on a nice long walk. I was short ATER, this little penny play, and guess where my exit was? 350. I kind of have a new rule now, which I don't know why I wasn't thinking of right in that moment. Do not put stops right at the whole dollar, half dollar. I need to put them at a weird price, like 52, 53. Anyways, yesterday actually ended up break even on the day because I let a winner run. APH, I think it was. APH. Yeah, APH. Dang. I got a 67.20 on that and took it at 66.30. So took it all down here as that thing turned back around. But the idea, and I put this in the pre-market watch list, is don't think on a trade-by-trade basis. Think in terms of the cumulative sum. So we want to think in terms of the cumulative sum. One thing I've been struggling with lately, Coin, is I just assessed this. I don't know why this took me a couple months to realize, but I had like a quota on the day, and when I'd hit that, maybe one or two trades in, I'd be like, okay, I'm done for the day. Green, not giving it back. And on my red days, I would tend to, this was like, what do they call it? A serendipitous kind of moment. My red days, I would dig myself deeper and deeper in a hole and have a max loss on the account. But my green days, it's like, why am I not still taking the signal? This doesn't make sense. I've been like chewing on this a lot the last couple days, and I think what I'm going to start doing moving forward is, even on the green days, is take the signal every time it presents itself. Essentially, this is what I wrote down. Trust your system. When your edge presents itself, take it. Take your signal repeatedly. Take it repeatedly. Even if you're green, not just when you're red. That doesn't make any sense. If I'm just taking my signal more often when I'm red and not when I'm green, of course you're going to be losing some money. So don't think on a trade-by-trade basis. Think in a series of trades. Cap the losers and let the winners run. Let leftovers run. So Isaiah, I ended up break even on the day after 5 or 6 trades because I let APH run. This one I had a 67.20, I think, when I was in the chat. That was my average, and I let it run all the way down here to low 66s and kind of like set a trail. You can set a stop on CPro, which I found out because I was running an errand yesterday, and I just kept adjusting my stop as it would go lower. But today, that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on taking more, not necessarily taking more. I'm going to be taking the setup. I'm not going to just shut it down after 1 or 2 trades if I'm green. Doesn't make sense to me. So I think maybe the quota idea has been effing me up a little bit. Like, okay, I hit that. I'm done. I'm not trading. But the thing I have to realize is, and Kayvon and I were talking about this for a good couple hours yesterday. The thing I have to realize is, even if I'm green, let's say, you can make an irrational amount of money, guys, when trading. Like, there's an endless opportunity loop in trading. So the thing is, you shouldn't be trading for money. You should be trading your signal. And what I was gathering yesterday, as I've been mulling over this, is take the signal on the green days. Don't be up on 1 or 2 trades and call it a day. And then on my red days, just keep taking the signal over and over and over. It doesn't work. That doesn't make sense. What I need to be doing is, regardless if I'm green, regardless if I'm quota, we're going to be taking the signal. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Not really trading the P&L. Of course, I got the max loss on the small account if we hit that, but regardless, going to be trading as long as we're seeing euphoric moves up to resistance, which is essentially my edge. I'm going to be taking those setups repeatedly. Worked on APH yesterday. That one got me to break even on the day before it curled back around. So let's get into this watch list, guys. We got the whole squad in here today. Isaiah, Kivan, Muhammad, Coin. Everybody's in here today. Good morning to you. It's not an extensive watch list that I have, unfortunately, but there are a few good ones I like. BROS, Dutch Brothers. This one is a hangover. It's closing a little weak. I hate when they're doing this like QR code price action and after hours and pre-market, but this is essentially the move. It popped up yesterday up towards its 50-day moving average. 66.20 is that level, so we have that as a level of resistance. We have yesterday's ceiling around 66.50. So I'm going to be monitoring that. Obviously, a pop out of the gates to short into for profit taking would be ideal there. NEXT, I tried yesterday. That one ended up going sideways. I stopped out for a minimal L on it. NEXT. I don't mind trying this again today. It's tapped that magic 20-cent area around 920. 2-day leg on up. Could start seeing some profit taken today. Not only that, we kind of tapped a resistance level left of the chart, NEXT. GEO, real similar setup. Again, this is, you want to make it boring, right? I mean, you're trading the same thing in and out. I'll say this. I've known some very good traders. You guys are probably not even going to believe this, but I've witnessed traders that essentially making money trading, clicking the buttons is easier than picking up a $100 bill off the ground. Like they are so in tune. And what does in tune mean? Well, they have fully accepted the risks, right? And they remain disciplined, focused, confident in their trading, regardless of even adverse conditions. And one thing that clicked with me, because I've been reading some of Mark Douglas's content, which he's just an incredible author, is I maybe thought I accepted risk in times past, but I think it was just a subconscious thought, like, because we understand, okay, we're traders, there's risk involved, we accept risk. But when I got into trades, like, I wanted those individual trades solely to work out, like there was an unhinged kind of bias on them. Of course, if you increase your size, there's going to be a larger bias, but understanding that we can't think on a trade-by-trade basis and knowing that each individual trade is not guaranteed. Fully accepting that risk. How did I get on that side tangent? All right, Isaiah. Yeah, P&L is what got me to blow up. Okay, so good point. Good point. Yeah, and it's, by the way, you learn the biggest lessons blowing up accounts. If traders haven't blown up accounts yet, they really haven't yet gotten on the journey of consistency, in my opinion. So you can blow up an account. Think about this. You can blow up an account not letting your winners run. Think about it like that. Some people say, oh, you can blow up an account, by taking big L's. No. The reason, yeah, you can, but I haven't thought about the reverse of that. Like, for my case, I've always had trouble letting winners run, and that's pretty much the kryptonite with growing an account for me, is letting winners run. So you can blow up an account that way too. Think about that. GEO, this one popping up towards the 50-day moving average. Let's look left of the chart. Look at this overhead resistance at 28.75 on GEO. It's forming a little inverse head and shoulders here the last few weeks. 28.75 is good level on it. It's opening up right there at it. And then CSIQ, I really liked. I saw it into the close yesterday. That one's very similar, popping up to a moving average 1061. 1061's that 50-day moving average. They're all the same. I just hate that this one's already given a decent amount back. So I'm looking for a pops on any and all these. SPCE as well against 450. ADMA, I'm not in love with this one anymore, really. Probably going to take this one off the watch list. But yeah. We're gonna be sniping some trades today. We're gonna be trading. I'm gonna be trading my signal more. I saw 5 yesterday too. 5 Below. So 5 Below has been getting up. I mean, this and Dollar General, some of those like cheap retailers where you can go in and, I don't know, buy like a miniature bottle of deodorant for $1. They're getting spikes just in relation to the overall, like the bigger retailers not doing too well via inflation. This coffee's hitting me. Give me just 1 second. Yeah, what I went over this morning is just I love trading because of that. You're confronted with your flaws, and like Douglas said in his book, like the worst traders he knew were people of like high, I don't know, higher education like specific degrees and CEOs and doctors and this kind of thing. He said they had the hardest time with trading. I can imagine. I mean, I can really imagine that. A lot of the smartest people have a hard time trading because it really doesn't take smarts. It takes tons of discipline. Tons of discipline, tons of focus, lots of confidence, irregardless if you're green or not. Working out your fears, like my fear of not being right, and so I take profits quickly. So blowing up accounts via not letting the winners run. What are you guys looking at, though? Let me know what you're looking at. That's my miniature little watch list down here. Hopefully we get some action on those. A little pop up towards, some resistance for some fade and profit taking. I know Coin was watching AAPL for a short. I agree, Isaiah. That's why small accounts are so good for learning. It goes with that quote that says the stock market makes rich people poor, poor people rich. Because you can't start this. Do not start this with a large account. You don't want to do that. Blowing a large account up while you're learning. But losses are going to happen. Blow-ups are going to happen. But once you breach the threshold of consistency, it's game on. You think differently. Like your attitude normally in life just doesn't apply to stocks. It really doesn't. It's such a different world. BDTX, Isaiah got yesterday. Ader, I'm still crying about that one. A few gap ups with some acquisitions. Acquisitions are essentially vexed into the price as they move towards their evaluation. 5, I was really hoping 5 would open up close to resistance, but that one's selling off. Took that off the watch list. But yeah, we got just a couple minutes, about a minute till the market opens up. Let me know if you guys want me to look at anything. Otherwise, I'm going to be flipping through the watch list and the gainers. Trying to snipe out some trades, just taking the euphoric moves up towards resistance, taking the signals, letting the greens run. ADTX yesterday, dude, we spotted that one. I was like, this looks like a good long, and I never say that. Like 5% of the time I'll say, that looks like a decent long, but I'm never going to take it. The reverse split, I know, the past chart history is like inexistent. Inexistent. It's good, by the way, you know, with shorting too, it's not a bad idea to look at the short interest on the float, because like GRPN's been straight up, and I was shorting that for a little while, as well as HIMS. But come to find out, I looked yesterday on GRPN, I'm like, this is just moving so oddly. Well, they have like a 20% short interest on their float, so. All right, market is now open. All right, watching my 5 plays to see what they're going to be doing. A little spready at the moment. Again, if we take a position like right around the open, it probably needs, I need an additional hotkey for this, but size down is kind of a newer rule I have. Size down just a little bit since there's additional risk and volatility. ADTX, that one was kind of yesterday's gainer. Sitting right around the open is ADTX. I'm avoiding that, just FYI. 5, why couldn't you have waited? 5's pulling back, I mean. Could be an entry on the long side against like 76 if that one really panics off, FIVE. That's the previous close roughly. I'm going to throw that one just on the watch list again, just in case it just keeps panicking. All right, ADTX sitting under 1150. 5 straight back up. That's a very spready ticker, just FYI. This cheap MAIA low floater just feels like it's itching for a chat room to pump it. Sitting right above the 50-day moving average. I can envision one of them pumping it. All right, some of the plays I was looking at, I mean, there's just decent spreads on them, so I'm not involving myself yet. Might just be one of those days waiting for the gainers to pop up, see what's going to be coming our way. I mean, I do like SPCE for this more of an all-day fade against 450. And I believe 50 days at 439. I don't want to get it right at that magic 20-cent area, though. We'll see if that one pops up towards 450. Letting them come to us today. All right, I'm going to do a little refresh on TOS, get the gainers popping up. What are you guys looking at? Be disciplined, stay disciplined. Take the signal, no over trading today. Just going to be taking the signal over and over. Alright, SAG, a little penny play popping up. PRA looks like that was an acquisition. An 80TX. Huh. What are y'all scanners looking like? Slow at the moment. I just don't like those spreads. Yeah, there is not a lot I'm looking at right now. Strange day for me right now. I'm going to keep flipping through and see what we can find. Alright, CSIQ against 1050. Yeah, this is a weird open for me right now. GEO just had a little spike up. It's being met with resistance. That was a decent play. Looks like that one's profit taken against the 50-day moving average. There's nothing really lighting up for me. Okay, the SPY's opening up. Getting a little opening spike on it right now. My percent gainers are either not working, not populating over here, or there's nothing moving. So you guys let me know. I'm not seeing much. This is a odd day so far for at least my watch list and the gainers. What's 80TX doing? 80TX was yesterday's momentum play. That one's still sitting around the open. There's absolutely no way I'm involving myself there. I'm just curious of where volume's at. 1185 pre-market highs, $12. WINT not on the list. No, that one's got some good volume from pre-market. Good spot there. That probably. I filtered that one out. I'll have to look at my filters. WINT, they're up on partner with a vaginal gel. All right. Isaiah was all about the vaginal gel this morning. Yeah, I probably filtered that one out. Any press releases with vaginal gel in them, filter them out. All right. If it does anything like BDTX and ADR yesterday, ain't gonna be much. Probably not gonna trade it, but I'll keep my eyes peeled there. Is that it that you have this up? I'm trying to figure out. trying to look at my gainers here and see what's going on. Went out of curiosity. Let's see how much she costs to locate. Well, that's the first time that happened. I got rejected on it because they don't have any inventory, WINT, so I can't even locate it. That's the first time that's happened. So all these shorts have been eaten up on WINT. I guess it's the only play this morning with any kind of momentum on it. So Kayvon, you're not seeing much either? Being patient? Would rather have a 0 than a red on a crappy setup. Not seeing anything your way either? Yeah, WINT, I guess it is going to get a squeeze if everybody has located all these shorts on it. There are no shorts available. Unless you guys have them. I mean, with whatever broker you're utilizing. Geo is sitting right at the 50 days. Curled back around. Look at this Geo. It might be trying to come up towards 29, where some resistance is. Not in love with the spread there. WINT, where all the hype and attention is right now. If you're trading this in the wild, wild west land, I mean, this one's got millions of reverse splits as well, as they've been trying to remain in the NASDAQ. They're required to stay over $1 for 6 months in order to be in compliance with the NASDAQ. So that's why they keep doing reverse splits as they sell off. There's really no telling how far this could run, but like we mentioned this morning, just define your risk. Like if on the long side, 290. On the short side, I'd be shorting any euphoria. But defined risk. Muhammad shorted ADTX for a whole point. It was so risky, shouldn't have taken it, but I was lucky. Phew. Was that one? Yeah, that's a Wild Wild West play too. 1180, you got that one. Down to 1098. Nearly bottom ticked in, top ticked it. No, I mean, that's not bad because you were pretty much risking pre-market highs and yesterday's high, 1230. That was a good risk reward. That was about a 2-to-1, pretty good. I don't know. I'm going to have to get let me see. I'm going to have to get like a loser scanner up here because the gainers are not really existent. SAG, PRA, ADTX, 5. WINT. Wow. All right. Kayvon mentioned IBM dumping. IBM dumping. Yeah. Back under the 50-day is IBM. It's coming down to a breakout area, which was 236.64. We do have a little trend line here as well. Trend line is going to be down towards like 233, 4. What I like to look at is the average candlestick on the daily. So when they look at all these big red days it's had, it's pretty much fallen 164, 180. I mean, it can fall 20 points, in which case it's pretty much already done that on all those red candlesticks. It's typically about as much as it sells off. I like that. I like that. It's the personality kind of thing I look at. I'll throw that one on the watch list. Get a little bit more sell-off on it. WINT, that one hit 340, pulling back a little bit. 290 is going to be support on it. Millions and millions of shares traded on WINT, so be mindful of that. This one's highly manipulated and is going to be the Wild Wild West. Kind of a ticker. Muhammad BKKT touching some resistance. Yep. Low volume. Let's see what the spread is. BKKT. About a 20-cent spread. Yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's see, got 13 EMA. Are y'all scanners kind of like lighter than normal, or is that just me? I'm trying to figure out if that's an IT issue on my side or if I need to reset something. All right, let's see what resistance we got here. BKKT. I like the probably like the 1220 resistance on it. It's got a 20-cent spread, so I need that one to get quicker and a little bit more of a spread on it. IBM getting a little bounce about where we last watched it at. Up 2 points, so good eye there. Kayvon, that one had already given roughly 20 on the day, so we'll see what that one's going to end up doing. Geo's getting up in a territory I like. Okay, Geo is getting up in a territory I do kind of like. I mean, right up here at some resistance. All right. I'm going to put an order out on Geo up here around this 20-cent area. Probably the risk is going to be like, I was going to say 29.50, but hell no. Ater is always going to pop up on my mind. Let's do like 29.53. Scanner's looking a little dry. Okay, not just me. Geo's right up above the 50-day. I like when they form the upper shadow. If it starts pulling back, it's right up at resistance. It's already up the previous day. It's coming up towards some like after-hour resistance. It's just got a little spread on it. And the bid's coming down. What the hell, dude? Let's do 30. Yeah, so with today being the way it is currently, probably not a bad idea to reduce risk. Kayvon could use some vaginal gel right now, all right? What's my order setting at? 29. I mean, Geo's interesting. I kind of like it here. I feel like it's right where I want it. So I got to take the signal, but I don't want to apply a ton of risk at the moment with how dry it is right now. This market needs vaginal gel, like he said. WINT for those that just joined. Vaginal Gel Company. That is great. That is hilarious. All right, I'm just sitting there. Sitting there with that one. SPCE curling around a little bit. I do like the curl in the previous close risk on SPCE 436. Oh, Geo. I know. I know. Man, when I looked at the past chart history on IBM, I was really convincing myself, because I liked the fact that it pretty much already sold off the amount it typically does. I'm just not going to get an entry here. It's like, what do I do? Just chase the bid down or what? All right, I'll revisit it. SPRY getting a spike on up right now. SPRY. They reported pharmaceutical fourth quarter earnings. SPRY. Decent volume here. $15 is good resistance. All right, we got something. We got a little something. IBM. Oh my gosh. Jiminy Crickets. Christmas. Jiminy something. My God. Kayvon, why didn't you press my button for me? That was a good one. WINT popping off a 290. That support we had mapped out. 290. Pretty good there. 5 curling back around. Geo. I did not get a fill there. That one's pulling back off of that resistance it hit. Somebody else get an entry on it? I'm going to be mad at you if you took my entry. I'm just messing. SPCE, I'm curious on the shorts here how much they're going to cost. So I'm going to do a little locate thingy. SPCE, short locate monitor. Let's see how much 100 would cost. Oh my God. $3 per 100? I don't like it that much. I mean, I like it. Yeah, Geo was a good one. There were no buyers there. I need to start slamming the freaking bids. What I guess I need to do. 5 is popping up towards the open high. We'll see what that one's going to do there. WINT just did a liquidity grab over the highs, taking out stops, trapping longs. BKKT, Muhammad pointed out, is still 20-cent spread there, 12.25 resistance, and SPRY, boo. Alright, guys. I'm going to apply some of that WINT vaginal gel. Give me 1 second. This would happen, like the day where I'm completely ready to trade. I'm like, I'm taking every single setup that presents itself, like all the my edge, pretty much. I'm not gonna cut the day short just because I'm green. This would happen, like absolutely nothing happening. All right, let's keep looking around. I'm sure we're gonna find something. 80TX, glad you covered that short, Muhammad. Back up to 1260. Now we're getting some stuff popping up. POET, poet. Who's a poet in here? Do we have any poets? Any Edgar Allan Poes? Edgar Allan poets? All right, 448. We have tough 460, 455 resistance. 50-day moving average is at 451. Man, a lot. That's exactly what I look for. Look at this beautiful head and shoulders on the daily for Poet. Absolutely gorgeous. Love chart porn. Love the good old chart porn. Let's see how much shorts are going for at CPro. For 100 shares, 80 cents. Yeah. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So I'd be looking for a pop there. Let me see what their news is. Yeah, nothing. Nothing good. I just don't know if it's up enough right now. It feels kind of 1-to-1. But I like that death candle, like the 450 down to 430. We'll put Poet on the watch list and monitor it. Kayvon said for anyone curious about his trading edge, and Kayvon's very disciplined, consistent trader, so I would listen up. This IBM is what he looks for. Rising volume on the dump, yep, so that's like stop orders, that's emotions, human behavior, never changes. A lot of stops getting taken out. Pretty much capitulation on the long side as they're unwinding their positions. So rising volume on the dump, and then lower volume on the bounce. Good play there. Man, Spry would have been lovely up towards 15. It almost feels like today is a day where you're going to get rewarded for chasing. Like there's a lot of these, you're not going to get like a sloppy seconds, essentially. The move happens and it's over. It's kind of how today feels. BKKT. All right. Muhammad pointed this out. I liked it up here, but I hate the 20-cent spread. All right. I really do like this. This is pretty much what I'm looking for. I need to reduce the risk on it, though, if I get involved with this. Boy, all right. I do like this a lot, but I'm going to have to locate, which I don't know if I'm going to do. Let me see how much it costs. Like, I would only get involved, small amount of shares. I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep watching it for now. I just don't like the spread. This was one of my bigger L's, was Groupon, when it had like a 20-cent spread and just jumped real quick on me. And then, there's slippage involved. Spry! Is that sloppy seconds you're giving us? 15 is such good resistance, but we're a little off of that. Man, I would love this one to get closer to 15. Spry's got like a 9-cent spread too, though. What's Poet sitting at? Poet slowing down. I still like Geo for a slower play. Still do. It feels like a day to reduce the risk, guys. Just heads up. Okay, I'm getting involved with Geo. It's reduced risk. I'm setting OCO on it. This is a slower play. It's going to be like 29.40. It will not be working if it gets up there. 12, yeah, 29.40. All right. So that one's popping back up to its highs. Slower play. Slower play. I like it up at resistance. BOOT, the ticker. BOOT. Spies getting a decent climb on it right now. That's why we're seeing some tickers get some. Seeing some stuff popping up on the percent gainers. WINT pulling back. IBM still straight up. BKKT still looks juicy up here. Trading higher after the company announced a strategic partnership with distributed technologies. Gotta love those PRs. BKKT closing the gap from a few days ago. Oh my god, this one is straight up. Yeah, it's already closed that little gap. It made this move from $11 to $30 in November. It just has a lot of resistance on it. 1320s is really good. Oh, this is so tempting, guys, to locate this. Minimum value is 100 shares. I don't think I would do 100 shares on this. With my account size, it's man. Up and over 13, I like it. That's what I'm thinking about. But as soon as I locate them, this thing's going to like drop to 11. I would probably do like 50 shares against 1320. But God, dude, I don't know. I don't like the spread there. I love the chart. I don't like the spread. I've taken a decent L with these kind of spreads before. Poet giving us sloppy seconds, is it? P-O-E-T. I'm gonna take a 100 on Poet and get ready to short this against like 455. POET. It's kind of sitting stagnant up here at the highs. I'm going to order out, but it might try to do a liquidity grab up and over. It might try to do a liquidity grab up and over 450. I don't like that it's sitting stagnant right here. I'm going to cancel the order for now. I want a fast move up. Looking for a fast move up, maybe over 450. It's resistance on the chart that I'm looking at. I don't like that it's just popped up here and it's sitting still. It almost feels like it wants to break over the highs at least. All right, POET. I'm gonna start with at least just half the position size. I want the pop up over 450. It almost just feels like it wants it at this point. I'm going to have my order sitting there at 450, actually. Half the order. All right, while that's sitting there, Do not do this. Do not do this, poet. Don't do this. Don't make me waste my locate. Okay, I'm still thinking about it. I'm going to flip through a few more. I did locate that and wanted an initial entry at 450. Didn't get it yet. Spry looks like it's heavy against 1420. Good old Spry. The overall market still climbing higher. BKKT, look at that, 1320. Haha, we called it. 1320. Is that going to be the high? You get kind of good at this stuff when you watch it for a long time, don't you? All right, Spry's not bad against 1420. Not terrible. It's kind of 1-to-1 risk reward. Would like a little pop on it. Poet's sitting really still up here. I like the chart. I don't like how still it's sitting. When things are slow and steady, that's often more of a sign of health, not something that's entirely good. WINT did 3 liquidity grab. Big upper shadows, fake out breakouts, pulling back now. All right, let's look at the gainers and see what we're missing. ADTX has been chopping around, made new highs. BE is an energy company. That one's climbing on up. AEVA, inch west in volume here. That one is coming right up to some major resistance. AEVA in the 440s. I'm going to throw that one down just to monitor it. Yeah, we're seeing starting to see a lot of action now. SAG, little penny play, coming up to pre-market highs. Poet still sitting up there around 450. Monitoring that for a position. My God. Man, BKKT is juicy against 1320. Giving it a little sloppy second there. Spry climbing back up. Spry is climbing back up. Again, $15 would have me very interested there. Oh, he emailed the screenshot. All right, pull that up. Oh, okay, I see that. Yeah, coming right up to the tapping that resistance line you have marked off too. Oh, Spry climbing up. BKKT. It's got that 1320. Really good resistance. AEVA. AEVA is like breaking through tons. I mean, this has got a lot of resistance. 450. AEVA 450 is major. I'm gonna check on the shorts for that. $2.30 per 100. I mean, honestly, it's probably worth it if it gets up to 450. Givo's still been working out for me. I'm still just working Givo. It's the only trade right now. I'm real happy with the discipline. If you guys have been disciplined today, like, great work. Poet pulling back. I guess that's just a slower mover. I reckon I should have got involved with it. I don't know. Yeah, I like that. Just... $4.49 is not usually a high-a-day number. Still monitoring it. Spry being met with some upper shadows right now. Spry gets juicier around 15. BKKT, anybody involved with it? Too scary for me to get involved with it. Spread's too much, but 1320, hella resistance. That was a beautiful resistance line, if you don't mind me saying so. My God, that was just absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Isaiah, I knew it. Knew you were involved with that. Let's go. Sniping it out. Sniping it out. Love it. AEVA pulling back off of 425. Yes. Good work, man. Very happy for you. Right now, guys, I'm still just working Givo. I'm up a little bit on it. I reduced the risk, so not a huge entry on it, but I want to fade that one. That's the idea there. I want to try to fade it. All right, I'm going to keep flipping around. I did locate Poet, and Muhammad got BKKR2. What? BKKT. Shorted at 1290 and covered at 1230. Guys, I love it. I mean, absolutely incredible. Take half off and let it ride. Try to remember that. Let these winners run. But excellent work. Man, I love it. You guys are doing so well. Isaiah's ready to take a walk. Hit Q on the day. Good work, man. See, that's been my problem. I take Q and I On the red days, I keep working. So I'm trying. Today I was prepared to work a lot of green trades. I'm like, I am going to be working a lot of trades today. It's just not swinging my way. But yeah, man, good job. Love it. Snipe those out. What did you hit, Isaiah? You just hit just the one? Man, if the poet's going to slow down like this, I feel like I need to hit it, risk 450 and like a 420 profit target, so that'd be 2-1. If it's going to stay heavy against 450, I love that 450 resistance. It just wanted it a little closer to it. Muhammad should have listed and shorted it over 13. It looked like it was going to 13.20, yeah. Now it's trying to hold the other 20s. Again, remember the magic 20-cent areas. Trying to hold the 12.20s now. Doing well working GVO or GO. Still thinking about Poet. I don't like the slow movement on it. Spry back up to the highs. 1450. 1420s is holding up right now. Support. If we get a fast move up over the high a day, up towards 15 is really good resistance on the chart. I'm interested in a trade there. All right, I'm going to flip around some percent gainers. ADTX, Chopfest, BE Energy Play still up. AEVA 420s holding up as resistance there. Poet, I'm still wanting more on it. I'm like, should I start it against 450? Then have a little bit, I don't know, thinking about it. That's pretty much all I got, guys. Pretty much all I got. Spry coming up to the highs. Trust me, I am itching to trade, but I'm just taking what's going to come our way. Itching for something. Spry is getting balled up on every pullback right now, so it looks like that one wants to maybe go. Geo's looking pretty good at the moment. 28's good support. I'll keep that in mind for some profit taken if we pull down to 28. 28.17 previous close. All right, Kayvon, DXCM. DXCM getting a spike. He says not ideal yet, but looking for that fast movement. Rising volume is what he's looking for. 77's really good. Left of the chart. Lots of resistance, 77. So if we get a fast move towards 77, DXCM, definitely potential there. Geo's working out right now. Let me think about what I want to do here with it. Gotta let the winner run. My only trade of the day so far. Feel like I need to trail it. I mean, the chart's good here. Should be fine. Thinking down towards the previous close, I take some off. DXCM 77 has me interested. DXCM. Geo just getting a random little spike right there. Trying to hold the 2850s as GEO. I try to, like, not be greedy, Kayvon, but also try to... I mean, we talked about yesterday padding the wallet with a lot of different winners. I just try to... I've always struggled with letting winners run, so I try to do it maybe probably a little too much. But I'm going to adjust the stop here on Geo. I mean, I really don't want it back over the highs. We're at the point where this thing should be fading. 29, 25 will be the stop. All right, we'll keep trying to let that one work. DXCM, oh, the 20s look like the top right now there. 76 20s. We'll see, 15-cent spread. Poet definitely slowing down. Spry still hanging out around 1450. BKKT getting a bounce off the 20s. Man, guys, what a day. I mean, you guys did really well at just hitting a few winners and running, because that is how it's feeling right now. Kava getting a little spike. And Spry, certainly volume there. BE finally pulling back off of the 20s. Those magic 20s there. Oh, ACB straight up. Cannabis stock went up from $4.30 to $5, pulling back in a little bit. Not in love with it. Redfin moved straight up. Redfin. I got some resistance marked off there already. Yep, it had a head and shoulders 1175. I have as main resistance on Redfin. Redfin reports near record housing costs, puts a lid on pending sales even as early stage demand picks up. Huh. Well, that doesn't sound like good news. All right, RDFN, I'll throw it down there. RDFN against like the 70s. Yeah, 75. Not bad. Or against high a day. Poet located those shares for nothing. BKKT, this is why you leave leftovers. That's why you leave leftovers. You guys had a 1290. Up a point on leftovers if you are still with it. Yeah, Redfin's got my interest. Redfin's got my interest against 1175. I'm going to pull that one up. All right, going to monitor that. All right, I'm going to flip around. Scribe still back up at the highs. Slower play. WINT selling off. 5 and below back up to a resistance line. Triple topping up there. We'll see what that one does. What's the SPY doing? SPY is, still climbing up. Still climbing up is the SPY. Maybe pulling back a little bit right now. Rocket. Dang it. I was very interested in that one right there. All right, how are you guys doing? Just kicking back with Geo at the moment. That's all I'm working. Really like it under 2850. We'll see. Redfin I liked up there but didn't take it. Geo, I have pretty much a break-even stop on that if it doesn't want to keep fading today. Spry coming up to 15. All right, that's where that one gets a little juicy. All right, Spry getting a little juicy up here. Shoot, I forgot I had to locate this one. Let me see how much these cost. Oh, that one, no inventory on it. Well, dang it. Spry's looks all right up there over 15 for those interested. That's a decent area. Poet still is kind of flagging up. DXCM, are you still working a starter there, Kayvon? Yeah, I kind of wanted 77 on it. But even like getting in right here with the risk at high a day is really not terrible. I'm gonna avoid it for now. But not terrible. Poet climbing back up, monitoring that. Spry over 15 is a decent short. No locates here. So far Redfin's been kind of the miss for me. You're going to lock it up, one more drop? Okay, gotcha. Is that your only trade of the day so far? I am trying desperately hard to get some trades going, but I'm glad with the discipline, though. Discipline's been good. Poet's interesting up here. 450s, maybe fake out, breakout. Yeah, up over 450, I have to hit it. That's the signal. Up over 450, I have to hit this. This is the signal. I just feel like I have to reduce risk today, though, guys. I'm going to hit it. POET. Hit it at 451. Risk is going to be like 460. Not applying a ton of risk today. Just not doing it. It's not worth it. I'm going a little smaller too. I'm just doing... But that's a breakout. Let's see if we get the fake out breakout. It's a slower play, so I'm not entirely confident there, but I had to hit it over 450. That's the signal on it. Geo trying to hold 2850 desperately. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. See what happens. Keep flipping through a few more. Poet, I got a 460 stop. That's the resistance on it's right around 455. And the 50-day past our history resistance. So would like to start seeing this be a little heavy up here. Spry against 15 is pretty good. Redfin missed that one. DXCM kind of going sideways. Geo, I'm just keeping my stop there. Still to CVNA. You're watching, but it's linear, kind of linear at the moment. Okay. I don't really like how Poet's holding this break at the moment. CVNA. Let's pull that up. CVNA. Yeah. Yes. Oh, the Carvana. Yeah, I saw that one just a little bit ago. Carvana. I do like it as well. It just has, I don't know. I'd like to go off of past chart history. Right now, mainly just like 200 day. It's breaking over the 200 days at like 187. It's breaking up over that. I mean, I don't know. Resistance, maybe 200. Poet still climbing up right now. I got a 460 stop on that. If that's going to take me out. Definitely could. This one's been just kind of slower. This one's been slower. Usually the faster the move, the weaker the trend. So think like BKKT, the one I was scared to get involved with because it was fast. That I should have gotten involved with. Carvana, what are we doing? What are we doing? What is it? Just an analyst upgrade? Price target at $225. Analyst upgrade. It's pretty much just like algo trading right now, like we discussed yesterday. Yeah, I think I'm about to hit it too. All right, Poet took me out. Stopped out of POET. I'll place a few shares on the ask here with CVNA. All right, 195, 89 fill. I'll give it to like 197.50. 197.50. All right, I'll give it a little room. It's only in 10 shares. 10 shares could be good on this though. 20, like 50 shares could be good on this. This thing can moves a couple points at a time if it starts reversing a little bit. Entry 195.89. And then Geo curling back around. Swear to God. If it cracks this algo line, it'll certainly help us. It's kind of getting balled up right now on that line. If it cracks that and the algos start going the other way, be pretty good. It came down to it and tapped it here. Here's the line that it's on. All right, so far that is helpful. It's definitely cracked this line that I have right here. So we'll need that crack to stay on right now. Let's get it down to like 194 lower. 194 and lower. Got that decent spread on it. It's got that decent spread on it. Poet's even higher. Glad I stuck to the risk there. Flipping around. CVNA, it's just cracked the trend and it's popping right back up to the highs right now. Not entirely in love with that. You look at the 5-minute chart here. Yeah. All right, new highs on CVNA. Sticking to my risk. It's good risk reward. Happy with the risk reward. Was looking pretty good on it. 197.50. We'll stick to the risk. Man, it's been hard to get anything going today. It's been really hard. It's been challenging to get anything going today, guys. Redfin might be giving sloppy seconds up here against 1170s. Trying to hold 1150s. Not terrible. SPY could help. It's pulling back a little bit. Okay. SPY pulling back in a little bit. Oh, I got a headache with today. Today it's been like, I'm so focused, dude. I've had to be so focused today. And there hasn't been a ton of setups. Hasn't been a ton of setups today. I've had to be very laser focused. All right, so far, guys, right now I'm just kicking back with CVNA short, and GO. I've been working that short for a good chunk of the day. Those are the two trades right now. I'll take half off here, CVNA, just to make sure we're green on the day. And Kayvon's not patient either with this. CVNA. All right, so if this thing pulls back another 5-10 points on a few shares, that's still going to pad the wallet pretty well. So I'll adjust the stop on it to, let me see, what am I at? CVNA. 196.50. Adjusted stop. Otherwise, we'll let this thing run. All right, that's pretty much with leftovers there. I just wanted to get rid of the red today. I'm going to let the rest of those shares work, though. And then let me look at GEO. God bless America, dude. Geo, I have literally been with all morning and have been pretty green on it. Now she wants to climb around to my stop. Geo, my stop is at 29.25. You better not do it, Geo. Better not do it. So CVNA still looking all right there. It's pretty much like a nothing day so far. I can't. Been laser focused and disciplined, but man, it's been nothing today. Very dry. WINT, that the vaginal, what was it? Vaginal lube company. Feel like I need to apply some of that because today's been just dry out there. All right, Keith, good morning. Just got back from Amazon. So much fun. I missed day trading. I got to re-up your account. So you have a 50 max daily loss. Good. Yes. Apply that on the account. That's what I had to do. Put the training wheels on. You'll be good to go. Margarita in the house. Good morning. How are you guys doing? How'd your Amazon run go this morning, Keith? Today's been really not easy. Really not easy at all. There were a couple of decent plays. DXCM coming back in, gave on. There were a couple plays. Like, what was it? BKKT, a couple guys. Isaiah and Muhammad got this against 1320, that magic number. That was a really good trade, but that was very spready, so I didn't involve myself there. So it's been not easy. Really not easy. Redfin, maybe, is a maybe up here. I've been with kind of like a hangover Geo a lot of the morning, but it's curled all the way back around to pretty much my average price. No, my average price is $29.02, so yeah, not happy with this. I've been with it all morning, all the way down to $28.50. This is Kayvon's number one. What this pisses you off the most, like triggers you when you're green on something that curls back around. I mean, I should have taken profit, some of it off. Did not, like usual. Trying to let some of these winners work, but is what it is. I'm going to try to let CVNA work. If that one wants to come back in towards like 190, that would be helpful in the day. I got leftovers there, so just will be a break-even day. Or I don't know. I want to take the setups as they come. I'm just not seeing a ton out there. You didn't really miss a ton, Keith. Not a whole lot out there this morning. It went good. 44 houses for $133. Took 3 hours. Not bad. Dude, that's incredible. Nice work. Now you need to start trading while you're delivering packages, you know. Spry pulling back off of 15. CVNA cracked that trend. Still working a few shares there. We'll see what she does. What's triggering me right now is, you know, you should be happy when you don't have a red day. I want my green days to be better. Been trying everything. Today, though, I mean, you just take the signals, but they just haven't been popping up much. I don't mind Redfin here. RDFN against 1160 looks fairly good. I really liked it against 1170s. If you see this head and shoulders pattern way back here, that the shoulders were 1175. That's the main risk on it, but it's kind of slowing down. I'd like a pop up there. You know, it feels kind of 1-to-1 right now to short into this because 1170-ish is the risk. You know, for what reward? It's only up. It's up 56 cents on the day, so it feels rather 1-to-1. Poet, I tried to hit this, stopped out at 460. It just tapped the 50-day. I could try Poet again against the highs. Could try Poet again against the highs. On a short. That's rather tempting as well. It just tapped the 50-day moving average, Poet. And a lot of resistance. I love this one. This pattern was amazing. Tons of the huge ceiling left of the chart here. But I already took 1 L on it. I got a rule I can't take more than 2 L's per ticker. Yeah, that would be amazing. Making money on your phone while you're delivering packages, that would be great. I don't know if Amazon would be very happy with you trading while driving. What, dude, can you not get like one of those self-driving cars to pretty much like take you to people's houses? Are they doing that these days? And then you can trade in the passenger seat. Let's go, dude. I want a royalty on this. I figured that out. All right, CVNA. Let's start a trend on the downside now. That'd get me pretty good on the day. Let's start a trend on the downside. GO. Let's triple top here and start pulling back in. And Poet, I started liking you right up there, but not when you just start snapping. Let's get a pop and maybe we can hit Poet against the high a day. In fact, I may do that. All right, taking Poet on this little pop right here. Risk is going to be high a day, P-O-E-T. That one. Tap the 50-day moving average, hit resistance left of the chart. I've already taken 1 L on this. I'll be sick to my stomach if I take 2 L's. I'm going to take a short with a 10-cent risk and see if this one can start pulling on back a little bit. So working 3 trades at the moment. I said this morning. Yeah, watch the video this morning, Keith. There was some good. We went over some good psychological analysis, going over like. So what I'm gonna do now is when I'm green, like the Q, which the Q I had set was $20 on this account. I'm not stopping there because on my red days I've been stopping. On the red days I've been like continuously trading when I see the signal. I know what my signal is. I know the edge. I've been doing this for a while. So my flaw recently has been on the green days stopping when I'm barely up, you know. It's like, well, why don't you just... The idea isn't just to stop at a dollar amount. If you see a high probability setup, the idea is to still apply the risk towards your favorable outcome and apply it and take the trade. So essentially I'm going to be trading more. When I see the setup. When I see my setup, I'm going to be trading more. I'm not going to just be stopping when I'm up a little bit. And then my red days, I just work to hell. It's just dumb. All right, Poet, I like that one, working it. And Geo, still in that one, haven't got liquidated there yet. And then CVNA, can we fade down to like 190? Start a downtrend. That would make today pretty good. Today can be pretty good, potentially. All right, Poet's pulling down towards support. God, I probably need to take something off of it down here. But my average is right there now. I don't know. Look, this is support on Poet. Let's see if it cracks and fades. Keith, that makes sense. Yeah, I've been mulling over that, having nightmares. Like, why am I doing it? I'm seeing things so well all before they happen. Like, I feel so good with my trading. So I'm like, why Why are things going the way they're going? And I really think that's the problem. So I'm going to be addressing that. Essentially not trading the P&L, trading the edge. Because you remember I used to have like a lot of, I'd start red and I'd work my way to the green and then just cut it off. I'm like, oh, I'm green, finally. Okay, now I'm a winner on the day. You know, I've made a little money. So we're going to be adjusting the way we think. Working these 3 trades. Poet against the highs. Geo pulling back, and then CVNA working the fade there. So right now, sitting pretty on these 3 at the moment. Gonna keep working them and see what we can get. Geo is right at this like support line, which it makes me feel like it's only smart to take something off, but it really feels backside in one sense. And it's sitting fairly heavy right here, so I'm just going to stick with it for now. Yeah, I'm just kicking back with those 3. CVNA getting a little bounce right here. I probably need to readjust the... my readjusted stops up at 1 at 96.50. Ugh. I don't know if I want it to climb all the way back up there. Probably on a trail like when a little bit lower makes sense. Geo just popping right back up. Nice. Poet popping right back up to my average off of that bounce. Nice. Yeah, that Geo spike right there did not help. Redfin's sitting kind of heavy, like under this 1160 area. That one I still kind of like for a short against the highs. Yeah, Redfin I'm thinking about. That would put me in 4 trades right now. Let me flip around. Kayvon, you finding the next CVNA? BKKT gonna drop. Spry heavy against 15. I couldn't get shorts there. CRVO is kind of straight up right now. CRVO. that one on the watch list. All right, I'm gonna hit the head, guys. BRB just a second. What pretty much has me up right now? CVNA is the one with just literally leftover shares, is the one that has me up pretty decent right now. 195.89 average. So I don't really want that one to climb back up to my average and take me out. If this... Okay, we're getting a pullback right there. Okay. Monitoring CVNA real quick. See if we can get a flush under like 192. About to take CVNA. Just seeing what if we can get some last second panic. All right, I'll take CVNA all of it 192. Didn't leave leftovers, Kayvon. No, I definitely owe you a beer, so hey, maybe this summer. Might head off to Chicago this summer to go see my brother. Who is about to be working for like a trading algo company, FYI. So you guys might want to stick around. I might have some secrets. He's a programmer. All right, Poet still pulling back. Good. Poet. I like that slow fader. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Okay, what did I say this morning, Kayvon? If I'm green on the day, I'm not cutting it off. It's dumb. So we're not going to do that. I'm about to get more aggressive. If I see the signal, I'm going to take it. That's essentially what I was saying. If we see the signal, we're still going to take it. Poet looks heavy under 450 now. That's what I like for Poet. I have a 454 average on that. I need it to stay heavy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the idea. Just wait for good setups now. That's what we're going to be doing. Oh, my God. All right. Where are you at? Where are you at? What's my average there? 2902. All right. I'm coming out all of Geo. I'm done with it. Sick of it. Done with that. Now I'm just focused on Edgar Allan Poe. Which I do not want. I'm going to let these winners run. Going to let them run. CVNA and the still around 192. Oh, what do we do with Poet? What do we do? On the 5-minute, Poet's trying to bounce off of this 440 area, 446.7. Isaiah, it's been a struggle. I'll be honest, it has been a struggle. It has not been an easy day. Reattacking Poet against I have a 454 average. So the idea here, Isaiah, is going to keep taking the signals regardless of being green. Still going to keep taking the signals. I don't want to give back the entire day on Poet if that thing climbs back up to the highs. I really don't. I'm going to adjust the risk on this pretty much to 454 average. Like 457. I really like this one to pull back and fade, but to let's see, 30, maybe like 35. Yeah, 435 is kind of what I like on it, so we'll see if that one gives it to us. That's all I'm working right now, but Kayvon's trying to lure me into something, so let's see what GILD is doing. GILD selling off, coming down to the 50-day, 102.99. I would need it down closer to that, 102.99. GILD, not a bad spread on it, only a couple cents. Not a bad spread on that one. All right, I'm going to clean up my watch list and start looking for something else. We've been sniping them, though. We've been doing pretty good sniping these. SPRY, I think you were not here, Isaiah. You were on your walk, but $15 was really good. I went to locate it, and this ticker with CPro, they had no shares to locate at all. So that one was good. The BKKT trade you got was really good. There's been a few decent setups. I'm still eyeballing Redfin, as this one's got a little ceiling it's forming right now against 1160. I'm kind of eyeballing that one. CVNA, Kayvon pointed out that was pretty much the winner on the day. Poet, I got short on that one. Starting to profit take, pulled back a little bit. I got a 435 profit target on those shares. Guild, Kayvon pointed out, not bad setup here. I like the 50-day at 103.99. Is that what it was? 102.99. All right. All right. Yeah, Poet's slowing down, though. I'm happy with that one. Happy with that one at the moment. It's popping right back up to 450, though. I still think some longs are going to unwind this. They haven't really entirely gotten out of it yet. Redfin popping up towards 1160. I'm going to flip through the gainers and see if anything's popping up towards resistance for us. What a crazy move on BE. Oh, CRVO, we kind of pointed that one out. God, man. That one was sitting right at the 200 days moving average, too. That's what I look for. Moves up towards those moving averages. 1170 was that 50-day. Man, can I be involved in something that snaps like that ever? Redfin against 1175 is still... Look at this left of the chart. Just good resistance around that area. That's still something I'm eyeballing. I got it down here. Redfin. I got shorts, don't I? Yeah, I got shorts. All right, I put an order out on it. I'm not going to give it all the way to 75, though. I'd probably give it... I mean, if it starts climbing back up to the highs, I'm not a huge fan of that. I like this 5-minute chart that I just looked at. Yeah, there goes the pulling back in a little bit. Slower play. 1160 still holding up on it, though. Hate chasing the bid. All right, well, that one's just being ridiculous. I'm going to flip through a few more. SPCE getting a spike up. Okay. Spry climbing back around to $15. BKKT, what you were involved with earlier, Isaiah, that one's coming back down to a 1220 support area. I would not trust that at that support area, FYI. CVNA in the low 191s now. Geo, glad I stopped out of that one. That one's just creepily climbing back up. CRVO hit 200 days, pulling back. Man, guys, I want something. What's Guild doing? You were watching that, Kayvon. Is that curling around yet? 104.70. I just got filled on RDFN. All right, RDFN, tight stop. I don't want it climbing back up to the highs. So, I mean, 1165 is plenty of room. If that one starts climbing back up to the highs, then it's not doing what I'm intending for it to do. So we'll keep taking some setups. I will apply the risk there. This is what I'm looking at. It's hitting this 1160 ceiling. Starting to pull back in a little bit. 1170s is really good left of the chart. We'll see what she does right around here. Working that one and working Poet at the moment. Poet, I really don't want this one to crawl back up to the highs either. I want that one to profit take and fade. I adjusted the risk on both of these though, so not... Let me see. So not giving back the, not going to go majorly red on the day by any stretch. Just would like to see this 1160s holding up RDFN. Guild, one of 470s, the bottom there so far. Yeah, and I understand too that when I am green, I'm still taking signals like, oh, look at, what in the IBO halting from 40-50 cents straight up. Halt, 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 halt. Be mindful of that. I'm aware that I can do literally a green to red move on the account. I have to accept that and acknowledge that with the trading. I think that's been a flaw in my trading. It's like when you're green, you got to stay green, Kevin. Like, don't take any more signals at all. Just be green, even if it's baby green, and take it and leave it. But it's like you don't operate like that. The house doesn't operate like that, right? Somebody walks in the front doors and wins a hand of blackjack and the house is down. They're like, oh, we're shutting it down for the day. Or they, so a customer comes in and wins one hand. They're like, no more applying risk to our favorable outcomes. It's like, how does that make any sense? You're not applying any more risk to your edge when your edge says you have a favorable outcome. Doesn't make sense. Poet and didn't even know it. Good old POET. Yeah, so RDFN, if that one starts climbing back up to the highs, I'll be out of it. Not a ton of risk there. And Poet, still working that one. I'd like it to fade down today into like the 20s. We'd be pretty good on the account if that one starts selling off into the 20s. That would be really nice. Gotta let the winners run. Keep the losers tight. Alright guys, if you see anything that's of interest, Kava, decent interest there. Kava, decent interest. I'll keep that in the back of my mind. But anyway, I'm going to hit the head real quick. Let me know if you guys see anything that looks of interest. Just working Poet RDFN at the moment. All right. Guild, you were pretty spot on there, Kayvon. Pretty spot on. Kava, this one is interesting. Let me see. It had a nice climb up yesterday from 77. It's getting a morning spike climb this morning. Not much profit taking yet. It just sold off a ton from 140s. I don't like that. As in, it's just now starting to curl around a little bit. Okay, so today, I know we were talking about this yesterday. So, have you gotten any ads on, or have you just, with Guild and CVNA, just starter positions? CVNA is a good hold still right now. RDFN. See, this is one of those plays that's like, if it's going to hold the 60s now, not a huge fan. I will keep my applied risk, 1165. But monitoring that one. Poet getting a decent pullback now. Poet looking very poetic, some would say. Okay, Poet, what are we doing? I gotta take half off, I think. I want some capitulation. I want some panic. I want the longs to be like, I'm scared, get me out of here. It's cracking. Why would I take it just on that first crack like that? Let me think about it. Let's get some more panic on it. I'll probably take half off on some more panic and then leave the rest to fade. Let's get a flush under the 40s and I'll take half off. Flush under the 40s, flush under the 40s, flush under the 40s. Come on. Flush that toilet. Come on. All right, I'll take half off 440 right there. 454 average, so not bad. I'll leave the rest to fade. I'm going to set Poet. We'll set an adjusted stop at my average price, 454. Then I'm going to set it and forget it. 454 is the stop on the rest. I'll take the rest down at 415. I'll put the PT at. All right, chilling with that one. All right, hang on, guys. I need to respond to a couple messages from my wife so I don't get yelled at later. All right, getting a little bit of a bounce right there. Profit taking, that's all that is. That's shorts profit taking a little bit. Probably some more panic is going to ensue from the longs. Yeah, I've needed to do this. Keep trading when the signal keeps presenting itself. It's just I'm so annoyed with myself that I haven't done that on the green days. So with that being said, let's find another one. Let's find something else to trade. Working leftovers, Poet, RDFN, working, that's sitting right around my average right now, 1158. All right, I'm going to flip around, find something else. Yeah, Kava, I like this one. It feels like pocket deuces or something, a hand, if you're considering the, poker analogy. Like, I like the day 2 climb, but I hate the oversold, RSI chart on it. It feels like it's a hand that could work right here against the highs on a short, but I'm not, like, in love with it. What in the heck is this IBO? I mean, this thing's just straight up and down. But the halts, circuit breaker halt, circuit breaker halt, circuit breaker halt, constantly. Guys, if you want to, I can tell you some horror stories from circuit breaker halts. I mean, I'll do a live stream tomorrow night if you guys are, want to hang out with me on a Friday night. Probably not, but I'll be around. I've seen people lose crazy amounts of money. Crazy amounts. I've been in pretty much every chat room out there, so I know how they all operate and think, and I've seen some rough stuff out there. Kayvon made a little bit on what was it? GILD. JLD, nice little climb there. Just starter positions, but stress-free. Good. So stress-free. Keith, thank you. Nice trade. Tesla selling off, just watching. Tesla has been getting burned. Oh, my God. I need my editor to take that out. Don't clip that. No pun intended. So 220 is pretty good on it. 220 is not bad. Kayvon canceled. Yeah, you'll understand if you keep up with the news, I guess. I saw that yesterday and was like, man, what is wrong with people? But today's the first day of implementing this, taking all the signals as I see them. And today so far it's been working out, but have not traded much. Only 3 or 4 tickers. RDFM Poet and, well, shoot, I can show you. My trades, let's look. I've taken 1, 2, 3, 4. Four trades total. Letting these winners run and cutting the losers quick. Can I do this every day? Guys, if we do this every day, we're going to be very green. All right, let me look at RDFN's chart. I'm still with that one. Okay, that one's looking pretty good. I'd like it back down to 1150 and under. I like that pop. I love getting involved with these things when they spike up over resistance and they're fake out breakouts, liquidity grabs. They just take out market orders. I love that kind of thing. Poet still pulling on back in the 430s now, working leftovers there. CVNA, oh, I'm crying still. Kayvon, that's down 2.5, 3 more points off of. That took the rest like 2 points down, so I can't be too upset with that. Taking leftovers another 2 points down. Now imagine your full position, Kayvon. So you add 3 times and then you get something like CVNA. You can just scale out like along the way. Take 25, 25, 25. You know, leave like 10% in case the thing just goes. Shit. Sorry. Like a little spider just crawled across my keyboard. interrupted me, Spider. Sorry, that was probably extremely loud on y'all's end. But yeah, leaving like 10%, just essentially like YOLOing 10%. I know that sounds awful, but it pads the wallet. If you have the correct sizing and let a 10% YOLO trade go, that's pretty good, guys. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I'm telling you, YOLOing like a very small percentage. Well, you're not like YOLOing the risk. You're YOLOing the profit. You're still being rigid with the rules, flexible with the profit side. But yeah, this is what I've been wanting. Taking good trades, letting the winners work. Oh, IBM. Kayvon, IBM. See, leftovers there, you're up 8 points right now. Yeah, I like Kava. I mean, that's one I kind of like. But again, it's not like my favorite setup. IBM, I know. God, it doesn't matter how green you are. You just, all day, that's going to loom over you. Yeah, it was just a little early. God, that one's gonna be rough. Man, Kava, I'm thinking about. Got an 18-cent spread though. I don't like that. You might short it for revenge. That is hilarious. Hey, I want to get a good long to short. That is trading with complete objectivity. I know, like, newer traders, they see that and they're like, "Oh, how do you do that? You're like only supposed to have one bias." Well, you're not supposed to have a bias. You're supposed to trade the chart. Look at this BE that I'm on. You short it up here, short high into the magic 20s, comes down towards the opening support. You at 25.20 actually, the magic 20 cent area. You cover, you buy, back on up. You sell, you short, back down, you know. Why not? All right, RDFN's coming down to 1150. Leftovers are working out all right at the moment. RDFN, I have 1158. God, my average, I mean, it's right. It doesn't even make sense to take any off. I don't have... It's just slow. Yeah, that one's still working. It just doesn't make sense to take any off. Poet's great. This thing I took some off at 444, I think. And that one's still bouncing around. All right. What are you guys trading? What do you want me to look at? I'm going to flip around. Still going to try to find something to trade. ADTX, yesterday's climber, that one's pulling back. Oh, PSTV. What in the what? All right, PSTV, that one's coming up towards the 50-day moving average right now. Fast move up towards resistance. What I'll look for. Let's see how much 200 shares would cost of that. 80 cents for 200 shares of that. Why are they up? FDA accepted for the something. Oh. Proprietary name. Okay. I'll accept. PSTV, again, this is against my nature because I want to be green and just stay green, but I see stuff popping up. I gotta take it. Let me start it. 109 fill PSTV. I'm gonna start it with just half the shares I located. I'm gonna hit it again at 120 if it pops up to 120. That's the plan. PSTV. Man, let's see how today's gonna go. PSTV's popping up like right up to the 50-day, which is 108. Sitting at that right now. 200 days at 140. It just made a bunch of recent climbs like this. So to get back up there, it would be a miracle. It can happen, but we'll see. From 50 cents up this much. It's a lot to ask for. So I'm starting it and plan on hitting it again at like 120, and then the risk would probably be like, I don't know, 130. Tons of 120 resistance on it. Undeniable. So in 3 trades right now. PSTV, POET, RDFN. Poet and then RDFN. What's RDFN doing? My average is 1158. What's my stop on this one? 1165. I gotta think about that. PSTV climbing up towards 120. That's where I'm going to hit it again, FYI. I'm half my position on it. Poet's really slowing down, sitting above VWAP. RDFN slowing down. PSTV up towards 120 right now. A 110 average. I'll let all the longs get involved here before I smack it one more time. All right, took a few more shares, located 200. Hit it with a few more right there at 120. My average is about 113 right now. I guess I'm going to... Let me just put a stop on it. 113. Man, I would hate to see this one up to like 130. Set the stop on it at 130. It's a little penny play, dude. It's holding this 120 like actually surprisingly well. It's just sitting there, 120. Just so confused as to how this one is actually holding like this. Up 50 cents to $1.20 and holding up without massive amount of profit taking. Trading kind of funny. But irregardless, Poet snapped under VWAP. That one's very slow. Let me see, Poet. I'm going to take all of Poet down here. Just finish that trade up. Working Redfin still and PSTV. PSTV is very confusing. It's confusing me a lot. A lot, actually. The fact that it's holding up like this. Price action is very odd. Okay. I'm about to just get out of PSTV. This price action is just so weird. Okay, there's some profit taking. Where has that been? I just am very confused. Okay, there's the profit taking. What's my average? Right here where it's at. I've just been like, what is going on here? Normally these things don't just like sit up there like that. The 12 o'clock drop, as Margarita put it. Anybody else get involved with this? I mean, I hate to take it when I was... I like that drop a lot. This thing's up massively, probably trapping some longs. I like this upper shadow against the one... It looks like 106 or so, 107.8. It was just weird how stagnant it was sitting right there. It was very strange. Really, 120 should hold up now on it, 120. Hopefully that was the death candle we needed. We start seeing this get back down towards $1. Trying to be patient with these winners. I would like that one to just snap down, back down, get back to under $1. I hate my average. RDFN, I'm about to take that off. All right, taking RDFN off. PSTV, probably adjusting the risk to like 120. And my wife's calling me. Give me a second. Okay. RDFN, took that off. PSTV, still weird. I don't know. This is still weird. I think what I'm going to do is like... I'm definitely adjusting the risk here after that death candle. Probably to like 117.18. Hold. It's got more. I really like this PSTV. I do like it a lot against the... oh, you're saying you think it's got more room to go up? It's holding oddly right here at 110, so perhaps you're correct. I like that 125 snap to 112. $1 up to 110 like that. 125 down to 112. What is my average? 112.67. 110's trying to hold up right now. 50-day is like right at 108. Man, I wish my average was up there at 125. That's the thing that's effing me up right now. Got in at 110, went up to 125. All right, I'll just set an OCO stop on it. I don't really want it back up towards 120. That'll be the risk applied to it. 120 risk. Don't really want it back up there. Otherwise, we'll let her, head back down towards probably $1 lower. I'll flip through a few more and see what's going on out there. Been very picky with our trades today, so good work, guys. Gotta let the winners run if we want to make money. So I went over that this morning, as far as you can blow up by losing, taking L's, or you can blow up by not letting your winners run. I've done both, but the latter one is where I struggle with more, is not letting winners run. I see green and I'm like, I'm taking it. It's not always the best approach. Keith, great accuracy. Oh, as far as, what I just said about taking not letting the winners run. Yeah, that's, I get uncomfortable. I just want to be green. I don't want to give green back. I start not trading the chart. I'm like, I'm green. Let's take it. I want to win on the day. This price action on this thing's just been so weird. But yeah, I like it back towards, honestly, VWAP, might laugh at me, but these penny plays don't hold up very well. Especially when they go up 100%. Like 50 cents up to $1.25. That's like Tesla going from 200 to 400 in a day. That's a very insane move. But the fact that this thing is even buying up right now is like, what is going on here? I want another elevator down, 125 to 110. Let's do that again, like 110 down to 99 cents dollar. That'd be nice. Stop. I don't know. All right, I'm going to let that one wiggle around, find something else. RDFN, nice. 1160 down to 1145. Good work if you guys kept a hold of that. CRVO, good pullback off the 200-day. Kava ended up being a decent play. 86.50s down to 88.50. Guys, yes. Slowing down a bit out there. We'll see if this PSTV is going to slow down or if that's going to be the black sheep of the market and ramp on up. Oh, Snap at 943. Guys, I was around when Snap IPO'd. I remember that. I think it IPO'd at it was like 20-something dollars, I think. $40. I think this was IPO. 30 or 40 bucks. Unreal. And this is probably going to be the last trade, this PSTV, because I'm not seeing much else. Yeah, Margarita needs to breathe. I'm actually very impressed with it, that it's even has the buyers to hold up. Buyers are getting something up this much. I'm very surprised that this thing is actually holding up. Mucho surprised by that. And if it climbed back up to the highs, I would be like flabbergasted. I'd be like, well, that like never happens, but you know, you don't trade certainties, you trade probabilities. So probabilities are this thing pulls back down to under a buck. Definitely under the 50-day. But we'll apply the risk and trade accordingly. Don't want to give back the entire day. So I like the setup, but we'll see what happens here. But who is buying this thing at $1.13? Incredible. I got a $1.17 risk on it, so this will probably be it for me. If this one works, man, it'll be a sweet day today. Oh, there's a decent snap on it. But who is buying this thing? Snaps down to 107. And we're getting a lower shadow on that snap. Meaning buyers are still there. Why? Why? Who's buying this thing? Just need one more red candle snap like that, and I'll probably take, you know, just take it. Take it, be green on the day. I gotta go anyways here shortly. I got some stuff I gotta do. Come on, keep selling off. Let's get back under $1. What the hell? PSTV, buy to cover. 108. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, I'm about to get out of all of it. I'm just going to be done with it. It probably fades and sells off under $1, but I got to go here shortly. Probably the right thing to do is just leave these to fade throughout the day. I kind of want to wrap up today, though, in a nice bow, because today was the day that's turning things around for me. Sticking around and trading, taking the signals when they pop up. It's so weird, the price action on this, Margarita. It's not trading like it's traders in this. It's so strange. My average price with these shares is $1.1633. I broke even on the other half, so I'm up 10 cents a share with these right now. Keith, good to see you in here, man. Let's do you have to put some more money in your account, or you still got a small account you're working with right now? Yeah, this is so weird, this price action. There's no price. I mean, it's like, what? I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird. If it upticks, I'm out of it. If it downticks, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. All right, that'll wrap up the day, guys. If you want to see the trades, I'll go to my trades today, and here they are. I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. Was red on, well, actually I took 6 trades because I traded Poet twice. So I was green 4 out of 6 today. My 2 losers were small. A lot of winners, just padding the wallet. CVNA, I guess, was the bigger winner today. That was only 10 shares to make $30. All right, I'll take it. 47's great on this small account. Yeah, I think we're turning around now. The account's turning around because we're going to stick around. I'm not just going to hit $20 and be like, oh, I'm done for the day. We're going to, when the signal presents itself, we're going to trade. Irregardless. So we could have $500 days. We can have, but our biggest losing day is just going to be a little over 50. Because that's the max loss that I put on the account. So you got to put a little bit more in, Keith. So yeah, let's work on some additional rules. Make sure that you're minimizing the risk and maximizing the reward. Just email me with any questions you have, averydaytrading@gmail.com, and we'll make sure you're squared away, good to go. RDFN, I could have let that one keep working. That's 1140 now. I was thinking about leaving leftovers. What was my buy to cover there? 1150. Shoot. Be up another $10 on that one. All right, that's going to wrap it up today, traders. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good and green today. We'll see you guys in the morning. Just email me if you have any